did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
Benny's is kicking off Father's Day with popping deals for dad. In the month of June, visit a Benny's near you and get 19 to 25% off selected items such as Milwaukee and Axie power tools, Charbroil barbecue grills, car care products, Karcher pressure washers, and much, much more. Make dad happy with popping deals for dad in June, only at Benny's.
Benny's, Benny's, oh, Benny's, 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 oh.
Making the headlines for tonight's newscast, GOB offers the unions a 4.5% salary increase. High Court rules Panton's expulsion from the UDP unlawful. RTA in Cotton Tree and Fishers of the Air announced. These stories and more coming up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
Of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Belize City, get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Medriver app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Medriver today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Good evening and welcome to Plus News for Thursday, June 26, 2025. I am Julian Cruz. Today, the Joint Unions Negotiating Team met with representatives from the government's negotiating team to continue with their ongoing discussions surrounding the union's push for an 8.5% salary increase. Negotiations have been ongoing for the past 6 weeks as the government has been reluctant to appease all the union's demands. Before today's meeting, the last government proposal saw a 4% salary increase, with the other 4.5% to be implemented over the span of 2 years. Today, a new proposal was tabled by GOB, one that the Deputy Prime Minister hopes will be accepted. This new proposal sees a 4.5% salary increase immediately, with the additional 4% to be introduced next year. According to the DPM, the Honorable Cordell Hyde, he believes that today's meeting is one step closer to the end of the standoff.
I think we got a lot done. I think we had a very productive meeting, but it's been a long journey that started May 13th. If you had asked me then whether it would take this long for us to reach this point, I would say no. I would have said no, but it's taken this long, and I'm hoping that we are much closer to the end than 6 weeks ago.
What was the reaction of the union members when you put this latest proposal on the table?
I think they've been fair. They were fair. I think we had a great discussion. I don't want to prejudice whatever they have to do in terms of going back to their membership. I always try to avoid that. I always prefer for them to take it back to their membership. But I suffice to say that the government has committed to the 8.5% from the get-go. The offer is 8.5% over 2 years, including 2 frozen increments over 2 years, and you know, for us to continue to work, and because ultimately that has to be mutually agreed. Like the efforts in cost savings, the effort at revenue enhancement, the efforts at pension reform, those are mutually agreed. It's not like a top-down kind of thing. We have joint committees that work in earnest. That it's about making sure that they expedite that work and take it seriously, because we are serious about that.
Now the unions will take the government's new proposal back to their membership to vote on whether or not it will be accepted. According to Minister Hyde, he hopes the unions accept the offer, as the government has been negotiating in good faith.
I'm hoping for good news. I mean, it's been a rough 6 weeks. I don't suffer these things too well, you know, because I thought after our first meeting that we had a framework that could work, but obviously that didn't work. We went back to the table several times, and hopefully this is it, man. I'm praying for the best.
Is the government now pushing beyond the margins of what it can afford?
Man, this is it. We are hopeful that the membership will see that we've acted in good faith. We'll see that we've delivered on their demands, on their requests. We'll see that we are doing our best. And we didn't get here overnight. It took us a while for us to reach this point where we can say, okay, this is what we are going to be able to do, and this is the timeline. And we've spelled out to them very clearly the timeline in terms of how we are going to get those stuff done over the next 2 years.
We also got opportunity to speak with 2 members of the joint unions negotiating team, Dean Flowers and Nadia Kalis. According to Flowers, it was a good meeting, and while he a 4.5% salary increase as an improved proposal, he did state that the proposal will have to be tabled before his membership before he gives a concrete response.
I only have 1 vote in the PSU, so it's not whether or not I'm amenable, but it's more so whether my membership will be amenable. But the government did as they had committed to, submitted another counter proposal, and that matter I'm hoping will be presented to our membership at the very earliest. I don't know what my membership will accept. I think the context in which the proposal was submitted has to be discussed.
What is that context?
The context, if that is what the DPM said, then he would have told you exactly whether it would have been a straight black and white proposal. But it's an improved proposal. It's an improved proposal, and it's a proposal that our membership will be that we will present to our membership, and we hope that we can break the impasse. We were reminded today with the presence of the Minister of Labour, who came as an observer, that the 21 days expires on Sunday. So between now and Sunday, we need to find a resolution.
Kalis also stated that she would be taking the proposal back to her membership, but that she was upset that the DPM made the proposal public.
They are giving us 8.5, whether it is 4.5 and 4, because you said that's what he said to you, right? I thought we had agreed that we were going to take it to our membership and then let them decide from there. But since the government side went ahead and put it out there publicly, that again is a decision for our members to decide, and it's important for them to decide that, not us. I'm just like Brother Dean, we only have one vote.
It was leaked, I think, that this was the proposal that was going to be presented by the government. So I believe that maybe you would have been getting any comments from your membership.
So it was leaked?
It's been leaked from earlier today, I think. I don't know.
It's just, sorry, it means that one of the 5,000 plus collectors happen to be a part of the June team. For me, it's up to the membership. It is key because we are lobbying on their behalf. It's up to them. They did not budget for it, and so what they're doing is that they presented a plan that they believe that they can afford during this time between this year and next year, and it's up to them to decide if they want to accept that.
The Supreme Court of Belize has ruled that the purported expulsions of 4 senior members of the United Democratic Party, Honorable Tracy Panton, Honorable Patrick Faber, Beverly Williams, and John Saldivar, were unlawful and without legal effect. The decision was handed down today after Panton and her colleagues submitted a legal challenge. Justice Tawanda Hondura determined that the party's actions lack legal authority and are therefore considered nullities in law, meaning that any effort to remove them has been deemed invalid. Following the ruling, the Honorable Tracy Panton held a press conference to speak on what today's ruling meant for her and her colleagues.
And this morning, the court determined on a point of law, if something is unlawful, it is invalid. And if it is invalid, it is void and of no legal effect. And you know what, Mr. Vasquez, counsel for Jamal Barrow and Mr. August conceded. They conceded that the court could correct the error when they referred to Honorable Faber instead of Mr. Marcel Cardona. And they conceded that once something is invalid, it is void and of no legal effect. And so what the court did is gave an order that by consent, the court exercising its inherent jurisdiction to clarify its judgment will so clarify the judgment to replace the names, correct the error, and also state, make it clear that the expulsion was unlawful, void, and of no legal effect.
It's not necessarily a vindication for myself alone. It is a vindication for our internal processes. It's a vindication for our internal democracy. It's a vindication for our membership that it is clear that the rights of members cannot be trampled on because someone or someones do not want to adhere to the constitution of the party and to follow its provisions to ensure that there's a sense of fair play, there's a sense of inclusion, there's a sense of doing what is right and just by the framework that has served the party for an extended period of time and have worked in the interest of the party as an institution. I say the institution, and I've said this before and I say it again, is really not about bricks and mortar and steel. The institution is about people, and we are a mass party. And therefore the membership of the party also has fundamental rights in accordance with the party's constitution, in accordance to that contract, if you will, between the leadership of the party and its membership. And so it is a big win, in my opinion, for our democracy. It is a big win for our members. It is an opportunity granted for us to seriously and meaningfully try in an honest and genuine way to bring the parties together. The party can no longer afford to hemorrhage. We have bled to death. We're trying to resuscitate a dying patient, and I think we have an opportunity to do that now more than ever that the clarification has been provided by the High Court.
Following the High Court's ruling declaring that Tracy Panton, Patrick Faber, Beverly Williams, and John Saldivar's expulsions lack legal authority and were unlawful, The United Democratic Party under Shine Barrow issued a press release stating that this morning's ruling by the High Court, and we quote, changes nothing. The release says, and we quote, today's hearing changes nothing in terms of the membership status of Tracy Panton, which the judge maintains is a matter for the UDP to determine. It is important to underline that today Justice Honduras gave no order compelling the UDP to reinstate or recognize Tracy Panton as a member of the UDP. Justice Honduras' position remains that given the allegations against Tracy Panton of bringing the UDP into disrepute and misconduct, it would be inappropriate for him to order the UDP to reinstate her as a member, end quote. The release ends by stating that the UDP will proceed with its decision to hold a leadership executive meeting and a central executive meeting to prepare for an NPC meeting where a vote will be taken to reinstate the membership status of Panton and her colleagues. In Panton's press conference, Sheena Pitts responded to the UDP's release.
Freedom of speech and democracy provides the space for even those who are strident in opposition. And so what I will say is this, and what is very clear, the decision to expel was unlawful and void and of no legal effect. It means there was no expulsion. It means that Honorable Panton and the other members are still members. Now, what I can say is that if it is the majority will of the UDP that they would want to entertain whether or not they want to pursue any matter regarding the 4 members, they are open to do so. And what the court is clear is that it will not interfere in party matters. But what the court is also clear on through the decision and the clarification is that it must be done correctly according to the procedures set out in the United Democratic Party's constitution. So where we are now, based on that press release that you have just read, it would leave you to think that there is a UDP that exists outside the membership of these 4 members who were never stripped, never properly stripped, and that UDP will move forward or perhaps continue to want to act as if though there is not, the judgment wasn't made and it wasn't clarified. Now, I cannot take even a sledgehammer to crack the nut of a skull that is hard pressed to understand the judgment. I cannot do that. And I wouldn't invite you to do that either. All that I can do is invite you and the general public to understand what the judgment says and understand what the clarification means. And it is simply this: the expulsion that was attempted and was purported to be done has been deemed unlawful because it was done, a decision taken by the CEC, which isn't the proper body to do so. And the steps to be taken was not done. The body to do so is the Ethics and Integrity Committee, and it didn't do so. And what the judge also said, that the CEC itself is not being the appropriate body, is not an impartial body to consider expulsion of Honorable Panton.
A road traffic accident in Cotton Tree Village has left 1 person injured and 2 vehicles damaged. Despite the extensive damage to the vehicles, no one was killed, with 1 person sustaining non-life-threatening injuries. At the scene, we spoke to an eyewitness who told us more.
What happened is a white vehicle and a brown pickup. Well, the white vehicle made it overtake, and it made it overtake a small vehicle. And if the small vehicle never gone fast, the person may end up get, well, I don't want to say dead then, but say just get hurt because the passengers side get knocked. but the pickup when they go to St. Matthews, he just get knocked at the front, but the passenger side get damaged so bad. And for just that, nobody dead or anything, right? Everybody safe and thing. So I'm glad he's safe. They take long to come, and I may have to hurry rush come up from where I was playing to come up here.
Okay.
But I saw everything because I was flying my drone, because I usually fly drone and thing on the highway.
The Deputy PM says he does not support ads attacking union leaders. We'll hear from him right after this break.
Looking to build or renovate? Find the inspiration you need in our showroom. First stop, the kitchen. Explore big name appliances, all built to make life easier. From there, let the lights guide you. But what about the finer details? We've got you covered. And to bring it all together, we've got tiles for every surface.
All available online.
Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
My parents always said, when it's time to build, invest in quality products that last a lifetime, even if it means paying a little more. It is now my turn to invest in my own home, and it's not even a question. It has to be Oran Windows. My contractor recommends Oran because of the heavy-duty construction, the thickest gauge blades on the market, and the dual locks that allow lower louvers to close independently for privacy while the top remains open for airflow. These features make Oran aluminum louver windows the best on the market.
With Oran aluminum louver windows, you get strength, durability, and beauty with an added layer of security and protection against debris and damaging winds. Come in and check out the variety of sizes and colors at Design Depot, located at Mile 3 Philip Goldson Highway in Belize City.
Electricity is evolving, and BEL is leading the way with smarter connections across Belize. Meet AMI, Advanced Metering Infrastructure. It's not just a meter, it's a smarter way to manage power. Smart meters record your energy use in real time and securely send the data to BEL. Key customer benefits include real-time insights into energy usage, improved home energy planning, integration of solar, battery, and EV technologies, and innovative customer service solutions. Get ready! AMI is coming soon to municipalities across Belize, including the Keys, to give you more control and reliability. BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
From power tools to plumbing supplies, paints to light fixtures, at Benny's Kayo, we've got it all. Our extensive range of construction and household products ensures that you'll find exactly what you need, whether you're a seasoned contractor or a weekend do-it-yourselfer. Visit us at Mile 43 George Price Highway, Cotton Tree Village, just outside Belmopan, and discover the convenience, quality, and affordability that set us apart. Your next project starts here. Benny's, quality and savings.
Is the government of Belize engaging in union busting? Well, union leaders sure think so, based on ads that have constantly been attacking their characters. The Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Cordell Hyde, was asked about the ads and stated that he is not in support of them, as he does not want to get into personal attacks.
I said to the folks that, a lot has been said on both sides, but we don't support that kind of stuff. We really don't support that kind of stuff. Our engagements are not about that kind of engagement. We are about getting results, about talking constructively, about respecting each other, about being serious about the issues, because the issues our people are grappling are real. And we don't get into personality stuff. We really can't, because it's, this country is too small, the demands are too great, our time is limited, we're not going to be here forever, and so we have to maximize and get as much done and work as hard as we can for as long as we can. And I think when you get into personality stuff, it takes away from the work that you have to do. And so we really don't support that. We've made that very clear to those members on the other side from the joint unions.
The political ads have mainly been targeting the president of the Public Service Union, Dean Flowers, who says that the matter will be reported to the ILO. Flowers also told the government to stop being childish.
I have made my position clear with the NTUCB. They have a legal and a moral obligation under the reporting mechanism to do so. I have reported that matter to Public Services International, and this morning I tasked the Labour Commissioner that under the reporting mechanisms that she has to do, that the government has to do, that matter needs to be addressed. She would, of course, informed me that, and perhaps rightly so, that at the LAB, the Labour Advisory Board, the unions are represented there, and the unions participate in the reporting standards. So I will definitely be holding our delegates to the LAB responsible, because I think it's important that for the record that these things be registered, so that in the future, future unionists, future leaders can recognize that there is a mechanism by which they can expose these type of tyrants who are clueless and who have abandoned the principles under which their party was founded. Because I'm pretty quite sure the founders of their party would not stand and accept these type of childish and immature behavior. And I had to say it today, of course I said it to them, grow the hell up. That is my message to the leadership. Grow the hell up.
This Saturday, June 28th, is the date that was set aside by the unions to host a major rally throughout Belize City to send a strong message to the government of Belize during their salary negotiations. After the government's latest salary proposal that was tabled today, the DPM stated that he hopes the unions will cancel their plans for the upcoming rally.
So after today's meeting, do you expect there won't be a rally on Saturday?
I can't speak to that. I would hope.
Instead of you expect?
I would hope not. I would hope not. We have so much work to do, and it took us a while to get here, but we are here. I think we have something that we can work with. We are partners, man. We are partners. We have to be. We're not enemies. We cannot be. And it's about continuing to work at the government and the people. And I don't have control over that. But if I had a wish, I'd say don't.
Shortly after the meeting, it was confirmed that there are still plans for the NTUCB to host the rally. Yesterday, news broke that a senior police officer, Aaron Guzman, is gearing up to earn $70,000 a year as an advisory to the CEO within the Ministry of Home Affairs. The move has raised a lot of questions regarding government spending, but when the Minister of Home Affairs was asked about the contract, he stated that those types of deals are standard across numerous ministries. The president of the Public Service Union, Dean Flowers, spoke on the matter today, calling the contract ridiculous.
This is the first time that I'm hearing that a CEO needs an advisor. What's comical about this current situation is that this was one of the very CEOs who would have thrown some comments at me and CEO shall comment. Here I was giving her credit, and in the words of her minister, she doesn't know what the hell she's doing, that she needs an advisor. And I didn't say that. Her minister said that he needed advice, proper advice. And so he had to hire the good brother who is a retiree. It's just another sign that the wage bill, it's just another sign that the wage bill is in such an unaffordable state, as the government would say, because of their own doings. I mean, it's really ridiculous. This is the first time that I'm hearing that
Over the past few weeks, we have been reporting on the ongoing land situation in Placencia involving Placencia Point, a 1.8-acre parcel of land within the village. The community is currently at risk of losing the beach, as the owners of the are currently contemplating remodeling the point, the area where the Placencia Village Council recently remodeling the point. That's the area where the Village Council had recently had an issue. Placencia Point has been in private hands since the 1870s. New owners have ambitious plans. The area near and dear to Placencia Village Council. The owners want $4.5 million and GOB has valued it at $1.3 million. And both are trying to reach a middle ground to acquire the land for the village.
We met with the village council recently. You know, that's an issue that's been on the table for a bit. The beautiful Placencia Point has been in private hands from the 1870s. It changed hands recently in 2022, I believe, and the new owners have ambitious plans. But the community, that area is near and dear to the Placencia Village Council, and they appealed to us to acquire it for a public purpose. We initiated that by doing our first publication, I believe in July of 2023, which then initiated a discussion, a negotiation between us and the owners. But we are kind of far apart in terms of the value of the land and what the owners want. The owners want $4.5 million. Our valuation is closer to 1.3. And so we've spent the last couple of years trying to reach some middle ground, and we've not been successful. The village council is worried about their ability to host the Lobster Fest there in the next couple of weeks, I believe. And so we have written to the attorneys for the owners to ask to allow the village council to so do, and then give us 2 or 3 months to try to reach an agreement. And we're hopeful that we can reach an agreement in that time.
Apologies in how that story was told just now. There was a glitch in my system. I apologize. We will go for a break, and when we return, we will find out about the Fisher of the Year 2025.
Manuel, el cajón se volvió a trabar. Creo que debemos ir a Builders Hardware otra vez.
¿Otra vez? ¿Por qué no solo pedirlo en línea?
Ah, es cierto. Manuel, se me olvidaron las guías del cajón.
Catch all the action of the BPBL anytime, anywhere with the BPBL League Pass. Stream exclusive coverage on the national channel. Available on NextGen TV, Choose the plan that fits you best. The Weekend Pass, 3 days, just $10. Weekly Pass, 7 days, only $15. The Monthly Pass, 30 days, for just $20. Don't miss a moment of Belize's premier basketball league. Get your league pass today. To sign up, contact us on WhatsApp at 660-7873 or visit nextgen.bz.
Give me the real milk, the number one milk, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. You can whip its cream for Dano milk, it is real, yes, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. Dano milk in the morning, Dano milk in the evening, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Dano milk, then love Dano milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in Fiji, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. You can hear this talk, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dano milk. I love Dano milk. Dano milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
It's definitely a very emotional moment because it has been maybe about 3 years since my family home, burnt down. It's definitely eye-opening to see that we can come this far after such a tragedy, because after that I didn't expect, anything to really come of it.
It's ours, so we could do what we want with it, ensuring taking care of it. We want to place a TV on the wall. We don't have to worry about any landlord coming in, oh, you're the bore up my wall. We could make it a family home.
That's really a big upgrade to me where I gone through in my past, and I just want to say thanks for everything to everybody. We have everything to do with this house here. It's like truly a blessings to me and my kids, and I really appreciate it.
This is an excellent idea, and kudos to the government, MIDH, and everybody for doing this project.
I could now move forward with my goals and accomplish certain things with me owning my own home now.
I can't say enough about this. I am one of the huge advocates in the cabinet for us to be able to do more homes and bigger housing projects and for our people. To me, if you live in a quality environment, then your mindset shifts.
Here's how to be a part of Benny's Homecation in 3 easy steps. First, download the B-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy. Then, shop at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Remember to choose products from our monthly Homecation jackpot categories to earn entries. Now you can earn B-Bucks with purchases made and be a part of the Benny's Homecation jackpot for a chance to win the $10,000 grand prize in December. Win the ultimate Homecation with Benny's, quality and savings.
The Fisher of the Year 2025 has been officially announced on Wednesday, June 25. The Wildlife Conservation Society, the WCS, officially announced the 2025 Fisher of the Year during its annual awards ceremony. This year, the ceremony focused on natural solutions to boost climate reliance and protect Belize's rich biodiversity. We heard from Desiree Arzu, the communications coordinator at the Wildlife Conservation Society, who gave some insight into the selection process and some of the work done through the help of the fishers.
We have a planning committee that gets to work probably around the beginning of March. And the planning committee comes from various organizations, including, of course, WCS, the Belize Fisheries Department, the Caribbean Regional Fisheries Mechanism, the Caribbean Network of Fisher Organization, and we had this year 2 Fisher Folk Association in the form of Uganda, which is formerly the Hopkins Fishermen Association. They're now the Uganda Fisher Folk Association, and then the Shunush Fishermen Association. And you will know that the Fisher of the Year from 2024 is from Shunush, so we just thought it appropriate that we included them this year to get their perspectives on, because it's the fishers we're planning for. How do we as NGOs or Fisheries Department plan for fishers if we don't involve the fishers? Our criteria that we use to judge, that the judges from the planning committee use to judge, some of it includes things that the fishers do outside of just fishing. So are they able to engage with their fellow peers? Are they part of an association? Are they part of a cooperative? Do they do outreach activities? Do they engage with people in their community? Are they stewards? Are they doing the right thing, so to speak? So it's not just about going to sea to fish, but also having an impact on your community and being able to share your knowledge with others as well. So that was an important part of the criteria that we had for them. One of the things that the fishers saw with the NGOs, they were somewhat of an imposter until they decided that, you know what, let's hear them out. And they found that working with the NGOs, or the NGOs actually, they're looking out for the best interests of the fishers. It's not just about what we want to do, like a lot of people think that, you know, many of us are just singing for Uncle Sam, or we just, you know, want funding or so forth. It's just about really connecting with the fishers and having them as the stewards and having them lead us into what it is that they want to do, because it's their livelihood, it's their future, it's not for us. But this is just the second to the last activity. Our final activity will be tomorrow, when we'll have the blessing of the boats. So we'll have the Fisheries Department leading that, spearheading that at the Courthouse Wharf, where most of the fishers will be getting ready to go out to sea for the opening of the lobster season on the 1st of July. This is when they get their ice, they get their provisions, they make sure that their boat is in shape, and they get ready to go out to sea. So this is an opportune time where we get the father from the Catholic Church to go out and give them that blessing, and they ask for it. They want to be blessed. They want to have a bountiful season. So he goes up the river. We start off at the National Fishermen Cooperative, go down the river, and then go to the Northern Fishermen Cooperative, give the blessing, and then we call it a day.
Hector Martinez Sr. of Riversdale, Placencia, has been recognized by the Wildlife Conservation Society for over 35 years of dedicated fishing and his contribution to marine sustainability. Despite his absence at the ceremony, we spoke to his daughter, Islea Martinez, who originally nominated him and accepted the award on his behalf because he was busy preparing for the start of lobster season.
It's a proud moment, I must say. As I mentioned before, I've always wanted to fill out this application, but I never had the courage because I was like, what if he doesn't win? But, you know, it's a proud moment for us for sure. So my dad's been fishing for over 35 years. He is a member of Blue Water Fishermen Association. He is a member of the community of Riversdale as well. Being the amount of time that he's been fishing for over 35 years, I mean, he has a whole, you know, lots of knowledge from the sea. So I feel that from all his time that he has put towards in the marine, I think he deserves this award.
During this ceremony, 2 other fishers, 74-year-old Felipe Tun from Chunush in Corozal and 51-year-old David Eligio from Dangriga, were recognized for their dedication to fishing and contributions to marine sustainability within their communities. And that brings us to the end of our newscast. But before we go, let's share our good news for tonight, and it's taken from Proverbs 3:25-26. It reads, Have no fear of sudden disaster or of the ruin that overtakes the wicked, for the Lord will be your confidence and will keep your foot from being snared. And that's it for our news night. Thank you so much for tuning into Plus News, and be sure to join us right back here again tomorrow night when we bring you all the latest happenings from around the country. Until then, do have a good evening. We'll see you here again tomorrow night. God bless.